Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. This time we are looking at Dealing with Murder, the murder mystery card game. This is from 2000 from TDC Games. For 2 to 6 players, ages 12 and up. It's a pretty simplistic looking game, and it was a little deceptive because at first I thought it was a computer game. But it's kind of a interesting looking design, very generic looking, and doesn't really tell you much about it. So let's open this up and see what we've got. Now this one is complete, and it's actually never been played. So we've got several pieces here. We'll look at the cards last because those are quite a stack. I believe there's 50 plus cards. Yeah, 55 cards in the deck of clues. There's tips and evidence, crime scene photos, and suspect profiles, game instructions, and a sealed game solution. So this is the game solution. It is stapled up in the corner to keep people from cheating. So you can't actually open it and look inside. So let's put that aside since it's sealed and I don't want to spoil the game for you. Alright, now there's 6 of these crime files. And these are instructions for detectives and results of the preliminary investigation into the homicide of Richard Webster. All detectives must read these first. So there's a lot here, and it's got the rules of the game on one side here, and then the facts over here. It's got the Pentagon's floor plan with the crime scene and a list of suspects. So there's a lot happening here. It's kind of cool how they've got it all laid out. And I believe these are all identical. Yeah. So you've got 6 of these, one for each player, because it is 2 to 6 players. And then we have these are actually just folded paper. Oh, there's the back of it. It's got like a clue listing there. These are pretty nice stock paper, so that's kind of nice. I thought they'd be a little thinner and cheaper, but it's pretty cool. Then we've got our 38th Precinct Homicide Squad layout. And this is really just like general little things. You got your case number up here. These are probably people that designed the game, quite honestly. And some little tidbits and suspect things. But you place your deck face down here and discard pile face up here. So this is actually pretty nicely made. It's a little thicker than I expected. It's like a really nice fancy restaurant placemat for those of us that go to those kind of fancy restaurants. And I'm actually kind of impressed with this. Yeah, the game looks like you could probably really only play it once because the solution is going to be a one-time thing. But it is a pretty nicely made game so far. I'm actually kind of impressed with it. So that is that piece, and I'll let you get a look at it without my hands in the way. Sorry about the glare. Not much I can really do about that. So that's the placemat piece, and let's take a look at our cards and see what we've got here. Alright, it says the name of the game, Dealing with Murder, Fatal Error. So let's open it up and see what we have in here. Like I said, there's 55 cards. And this is the back. These are not numbered, which is a little disappointing, but take a look at what we've got. We got an interrogation card. That one's orange, this one's purple, and this is just encoder. Then we have a green one, then a red, and then purplish, and then we are on to HTML, which is sort of purplish. Then a green one, red one, and a darker purple. Then we have evidence. As you can see, this one was cut off center a little bit, which is a little disappointing, but that happens. Then we have interrogation read or write with the lighter purple. Then green. Then red. Then the bluish purple. Then we have Hugh got mail. Hugh got mail with the light blue. Then orange. Then purple. Then green. Then red. Then the dark purple. And we have an evidence, which is last will and testament. Then we have D leader, interrogation, green. Then red. And purple. Then we have the light purple of Dell Packard. Then green. Then reddish color. Then the dark purple. His name's missing off of that one. Then we've got an anonymous tip. An electrically altered voice. Anonymous tip, a muffled man's voice. Anonymous tip, a very high-pitched woman's voice. Anonymous tip, a woman's voice talking in a whisper. Then we have an evidence letter, which is to whom it may concern. Evidence lab report, analysis of yellow gloves. Evidence lab report, analysis of foreign IC chip. Then we have evidence lab report, analysis of empty package. Then we have evidence plaque on the wall of D leader's office. Evidence lab report, analysis of cup. Then we have an evidence toxicology report. Then we have a subpoena. Then we have a different subpoena. Then we have a third subpoena. All different. I think they are anyway. Then we have another subpoena. Then we have evidence, partial email. That looks dated. Then we have evidence list of computer files. Evidence tape memo. Evidence different taped memo. Evidence third taped memo. Then we have an orange interrogation of HTML. ML, I guess that's supposed to be HTML. Then we have evidence handwritten note. Evidence analysis of computer files. Interrogation orange of Dell Packard. Interrogation orange of D Leader. Interrogation of Rita Wright. And finally, the purple interrogation of D Leader. So that's all the cards. Cards are actually pretty nice quality. I'm actually really impressed with that. They're standard trading card thickness. They have really nice smooth shuffle to them. Really nice quality overall. Some of them are cut a little weird, but that's to be expected, quite honestly, especially with smaller companies like this, where they're probably trying to afford the best they can. But overall, these are pretty good quality cards. I'm real impressed with that. So that is what is inside TDC Games 2000 version of Dealing with Murder Fatal Error. It's for 2 to 6 people, age 12 to adult, so because of the age range, it's probably not super difficult. And it looks like it's pretty fun, actually. I was pretty impressed with how good a quality the pieces are, considering it's kind of a one-time game. But overall, it's pretty nicely put together piece. And I think this would be good for people that like to do like Clue or the consulting detective type stuff. This would be a good family game for people that like to do those kind of games. Yeah, you'll probably only play it once or twice over the entire lifetime that you own it. But it does look like it's pretty fun. It's got that real kind of Clue vibe to it, or Police Precinct, that sort of thing. But it is kind of a one-shot game, so I wouldn't pay a lot for it. But if you could get it for a couple bucks, I think it'd be a good family game. But we've seen what's inside. You've heard my take on it. I think the pieces are pretty nice, and I'd recommend it. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews and unboxings. If you want to help the channel other ways, links are in the description and on the About page. And we hope to see you on the next one.